Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is a wonderful opportunity for us as Muslims of Masjid Rahma, Mishomorni to have you here. We are so delighted and we welcome you with all our hearts. Feel this masjid is your masjid. This county is your county. This county is your county. This country, feel like you are at home here, inshallah ta'ala. And we Muslims are ready to listen to you for what you've provided for us, inshallah ta'ala. And we pray to Allah subhanahu to make it among the hasanats in the day of judgment. يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. مرحبا بك. فليتفضل مشكورا مهجورا.
We praise him, glorify him as he ought to be praised and glorified. And we pray for peace and for blessings on all of his noble messengers, and in particular on the last of them all, the blessed Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We greet you here at Masjid Rahma in Mombasa with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am very happy to be here in Mombasa, and the reason for that is that I see that life is slow in Mombasa. I know when I go to Nairobi for the first time in 2 weeks, life will be fast. And I prefer the slow life. I thank the Imam Umar Abu Bakr and Imam Hassan for your kind invitation to be here in Masjid Rahma, and my team led by Amani Kifoi and Jilani Abu Bakr bin Muhammad, for Abu Muhammad for the work that they have done to make it possible for me to be here in Mombasa. And I noticed we have one brother who flew from here. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Our topic is the staff of Musa alayhi salam and of Sulaiman alayhi salam, and we have only 20 minutes, 25 minutes. He can do anything he wants to do, and he could do wonderful things with the staff, even in Akhir Zaman. Musa alayhi salam, and the government is oppressive. It's the government of Fir'aun, and it is a government of zulm. But Musa alayhi salam does not bow his head to a wicked government. No. So the government challenges him. He is brought from Allah miracles, and Allah said to him, throw your staff on the ground, and it became a snake. This staff became a snake. What is snake in Swahili?
Yoka.
Yoka. The staff became yoka. Then Allah says, hold the staff. When he held the snake, very scared, he held the snake became a staff again. So the staff had something inside of it. Like the staff has a roof that Allah gave to it. And because of that, the staff could become a snake. Name? Snake? Yoka. In Sinai, and they have no water. No water. So Allah says, take your staff and strike the rock. And he struck, and water came out. 12 streams of water came out. So what it is? What is there in the staff that this miracle can happen? And then one more time, when Fir'aun was coming with his army, and in front of Musa alayhi salam is the sea, and behind is that shaitan with his army, and they are trapped. What to do? Then Allah said to him, strike the water. And when he struck the water, the sea parted. وَإِذْ فَرَقْنَا بِكُمُ الْبَحْرِ. Allah parted the sea. فَأَنْجَيْنَاكُمْ. And Banu Israel was able to walk across the sea. This is the Red Sea. The land became dry and they were able to walk. But there is a mountain of water on this side and a mountain of water on that side. And in between, Allah has opened a way. The staff did it. And so on 3 occasions with Musa alayhi salam, we see this staff playing a strategically important role, miraculous role. And now we turn to the staff of Sulaiman alayhi salam. And then before we end, we'll talk about the staff today, in Akhir Zaman. Sulaiman alayhi salam died. فَلَمَّا قَضَى سُلَيْمَانَ الْمَوْتِ. When Sulaiman died, مَا دَابَّةُ الْأَرْضِ. They did not know that he was dead. Who is Allah talking about? When he said they did not know that he was dead, is Allah talking about everybody? That no one knew he was dead? Huh? He was sitting on his throne. مَا ضَلَّهُمْ عَنْ مَوْتِهِ إِلَّا دَابَّةُ الْأَرْضِ. Only when Dabbatul Ard came, تَأْكُلُ مِنْ سَعَتَهُ. Let me repeat it one more time. That Sulaiman alayhi salam is dead. They did not know he was dead. Who is they? Is it everybody? No one knew he was dead? Or is it only the jinn? Or is it only the jinn that Allah speaks of and says, وَآخَرِينَ مُقَرَّنِينَ فِي الْأَصْفَارِ? Jinn who were in chains. They were in chains. If you are a jinn and you're in chains, you would not know what is happening in the world. So is it everybody? No one knew he was dead. Not possible. If the king is dead and he's sitting on his throne, well then people would talk to him and he doesn't answer. Should they call a doctor? Oh, the time comes for him to eat and they bring food for him. He doesn't eat. Oh, you have to go to the toilet. He doesn't go to the toilet. Everybody would know he is dead. So it's not possible that Sulaiman alayhi salam died and no one knew he was dead. Not possible. No, no, no. So who it is who did not know he was dead? وَآخَرِينَ مُقَرَّنِينَ فِي الْأَصْفَارِ. The jinn who had to work for him. And these are evil jinn, shayateen. And they are in chains, مُقَرَّنِينَ فِي الْأَصْفَارِ. They did not know he was dead. Until Dabbatul Ard came. Who is Dabbatul Ard? Ta'kulu, and they consume. Ta'kulu min sa'atahu. They consume his min sa'. And when you ask the greatest scholars of the Arabic language, what is min sa'? And everybody say, min sa' is the stuff. That's what they say. So they say, Dabbatul Ard are like termites. You have termites in Mombasa? Termites. What is termite in
Muchwa.
Muchwa. Termites. And these termites start eating bottom of this stuff. And when maybe after some months or so, this termite eat enough, then the stuff fell down. And then Suleiman followed up. Is this what happened? Yeah. Just give me please. No. If we turn to the Quran, then the Quran will explain the Quran. يُفَصِّلُ بَعْضُهَا بِبَعْضٍ. The Quran will explain the Quran. Everywhere in the Quran where Allah refers to this stuff, He always uses the word asa. Asa. Idrib bi'asaka al-hajar. Always the word asa with sword. So how come He uses another word now, min sa', and this is with sin? So we say, no, something wrong. Min sa' cannot be the stuff. Min sa' has to be something with the stuff, not the stuff. And Dabbatul Ard, they come and they consume that min sa' from the stuff. And when they consume it, then the jinn can no longer be fooled. The jinn are seeing someone sitting on the throne, and they believe it is Sulaiman. But when Dabbatul Ard comes and consumes the minsa of the staff, then the jinn can see, no, this is not Sulaiman sitting on the throne. Who is it? Answer, it is Dajjal. And my book, Quran, Dajjal and the Jasad, explains it. Allah speaks in Surah Al-Sabah, and He says, بَعْدَ أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا سُلَيْمَانَ. Sulaiman alayhi salam, and we placed a jasad on his throne. When he saw this vision, he has the most knowledge, he's the wisest of all. We take months to understand something. Sulaiman alayhi salam understands it in a minute. So he recognized that this vision Allah showed him someone sitting on his throne, a jasad, that he is an evil person. And number two, he wants to inherit my throne. He wants to rule Holy Israel. Who is he? He is Dajjal. So then Sulaiman made the dua. قَالَ رَبِّ اغْفِرْ لِي. He's not asking for forgiveness for any particular sin, no, general. قَالَ رَبِّ اغْفِرْ لِي. Oh Allah, kindly forgive me my sins. وَهَبْ لِي مُلْكًا لَا يَنْبَغِي لِأَحَدٍ مِّن بَعْدِي. And grant that no one can inherit my kingdom. Meaning, I don't want him to. And so, as soon as Sulaiman died, the kingdom collapsed. Allah accepted his dua. And so when Sulaiman died, and the jinn saw someone sitting on the throne, holding on to the staff, the reason why they could not recognize that this was not Sulaiman, number one, they did not know he was dead, and number two, the staff of Sulaiman alayhi salam was like the staff of Musa alayhi salam. If you're holding on to this staff, you can present moving images of Sulaiman. We don't have the time to explain what is Dabbatul Ard, but this much not only destroys the spiritual heart of the staff, but also the Dabbatul Ard can attack us as well. تَقْلِبُهُمْ, Allah said. And now for Akhirul Zaman. Once upon a time in Mombasa, you had many shepherds with sheep and goats, and they used to have a staff. But now everywhere you have tuk-tuk. very few people with a staff. But if you have a staff in Akhirul Zaman, and if you are reciting the Quran every day and completing the recitation of the whole Quran from cover to cover once a month, and reciting the correct juz every day, then I suggest to you that if you recite Suratul Fatiha, if you recite Suratul Fatiha and then make a dua, اذهب البأس, and then you blow on the staff, then Allah can give to the staff properties, power with which to protect you. But if you are not reciting the Quran cover to cover once a month, and you're not reciting it the correct way, nothing. So I recommend Imam Umar Abu Bakr, the staff of Musa, the staff of Sulaiman alayhi salam. And I suggest to you in Masjid Rahma that the staff may have a role to play in Akhirul Zaman, that the staff can protect us, provided that we are faithful to Allah. And to be faithful to Allah, we must be faithful to the Quran. And the first thing you have to do to be faithful to the Quran is not to study the Quran. No. The first thing you have to do in order to the Quran is to recite the Quran every day and complete the recitation of the whole Quran from cover to cover once a month. I have a question to ask. I hope you don't mind. Do you mind? Allah sent Jibreel alayhi salam every night of Ramadan, and you know that. And he would recite the Quran only in Ramadan, only in Ramadan. He would recite the Quran, and Nabii Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam would have to listen and then recite. And he would complete the whole Quran in Ramadan, except for the last year of his life, when he had to recite the whole Quran twice. And you know that. So while the fard of Ramadan is to fast, the most important sunnah of Ramadan is to recite the whole Quran in Ramadan. Now my question, I hope you don't mind, Masjid Rahma. Put up your hand please if you recited the whole Quran last Ramadan. Put your hands up please. Put it up, yeah. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Now you see? you have homework to do. Masjid Rahma. This important sunnah of Ramadan, and you did not do it. So if I come back to Mombasa, inshallah, after next Ramadan, and I ask you, I want every hand to be up. Yes, Sheikh, we recited the whole Quran in Ramadan. Promise me? Okay? If you are reciting the whole Quran, then I'm writing a book now. Give me one more minute. I'm writing a book now, and I want to finish writing it here in Mombasa, inshallah. Give me another week or two. And the book is entitled The Quran and the Moon. The Quran and the Moon, methodology for reciting the Quran. So you know how to recite the Quran. And if you're doing that, then if you get a staff and you recite Surah Al-Fatiha, and then you make a dua for protection, Allahumma Rabban Nas idfa bil bas, and you blow on the staff, who knows? Maybe Allah would accept your dua and protect you in Akhir Zaman. إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. I still have a few more lectures to deliver before I leave Mombasa, so just find out where the lectures are going to be delivered and you can come and listen to them inshallah. Okay, Assalamu alaikum.